I promise you that no matter how bad you are at dancing, no matter how many times you avoid the dance floor, you can become a person who's excited to dance in front of others and with others any chance you get. Imagine going from someone who hates it to someone who cannot wait to be on the dance floor at a party, concert, wedding, you name it. And today you will watch me create a confident social dancer from start to finish. This is my story as well. I started super awkward, uncomfortable to go out. I would not go out for like 5 years. When all my friends would go out every single week, I would stay home because I was so uncomfortable and so self-conscious to dance in front of other people. I would rather not participate at all. But I don't want to be talking about myself in this video because it took me so long to stop being self-conscious on the dance floor. But through what I've been through and through working with 6,000 people one-on-one, I'm able to create same results in a matter of months, even weeks. And I wanted to share my method with you today so you can start applying it and you can start getting out there and enjoy dancing in front of others. So I want you to meet Susan. Susan is a teacher, and when she joined my online program, she would avoid going out. She only had one goal really, to be able to blend in with others, to enjoy dancing, to not feel left out. So we got to work. Her biggest issue was lack of rhythm, and that prevented her from being comfortable dancing when others are watching. She didn't want to, be doing something wrong or look bad. Okay, so we started with the dance moves that I'm going to teach you today. Just keep in mind that for party dancing, they have to be, first of all, casual, natural looking. They cannot be too big, too energetic, because those types of movements are not applicable in social situations that would bring a lot of attention onto you. And number two, they have to be stationary, meaning you want to be able to do them in your little personal space, because those types of movements, the traveling ones, they bring attention to you. And as a beginner, usually you don't want too much attention on you. You want to blend in, right? So the stationary movements in place, will allow you to comfortably blend in. And spoiler alert, today, Susan is not only comfortable to dance all night at any event, she even invites others to dance with her. What a change. But it all started with this one movement. Let's do it, shall we? We're going to have the feet slightly apart, and you're just going to bend one knee at a time. When one knee bends, the other leg has to be totally straight, almost like tense. So that change of levels will pop your hip up. Or maybe not pop your hip up, but it will allow the hip to come up, which is what we want. So you're just going to bend one knee and then switch. Switch, switch. Keep the hips loose, don't tense the hips. Arms just stay bent by your sides. And we're just shifting like that. Keep the feet flat on the floor as well, because you'll notice the heels will want to come up, but then the hips will stop moving. And this is a hip move. We want the hips to be noticeable. Nice and easy, right? But I tell you guys that it's never about the moves. Don't search the internet for moves that would make you look good, because they don't exist. And I will get into it, don't worry. And you can see Susan, when she started, this was her doing the same movement. But then, this is her a couple of months later. She's able to make it look so much easier. Susan is doing the exact same movement, yet something looks different. And what's missing here in the before video is what I call skills and effort. I will explain how you'll be able to apply those yourself. But if you prefer to learn with a teacher, you need feedback, you need encouragement, you need accountability, feel free to book a free consultation with me. We can get you the same or similar results inside my online program. So if you prefer to work with someone else who's done it thousands of times, book a call and we're going to get you the same transformation. The link will be below this video in the description and in the top comment. All right, let's start with the skills. And you might say, okay, but what's different in the after video? She's just moving the arms and smiling. While that's true, remember that she didn't have rhythm. Susan didn't have rhythm. So even a small action of lifting the arms would throw her off beat and she would no longer dance correctly. And mind you, she already was doing 2 actions at the same time before we even added the arms and smiles and head movements and all of that, because she was moving the knees and the hips, right? So that's already a lot to do if you're not coordinated and if you don't have rhythm. So usually for beginners, when we add just one extra layer, one extra body part, it would throw them off beat. And notice that when Susan lifted the arms, her rhythm didn't change. She stayed on tempo, she's still dancing correctly. And if she wasn't able to coordinate those different body parts together and she struggled with rhythm still, you would see that on her face. She would look confused, she would second guess herself. It would show, yet she looks effortless. So how come she's looking so much better despite doing the same exact movement as before? It's because she has the skills, rhythm and coordination, which in turn is making her feel confident. Why? Is because only when you know you're doing something correctly and you know you look good doing it, you will feel confident. So let's dig into those skills. The first one is rhythm. And Susan here, she is matching this movement to the tempo of the song. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so she is following the blunt sound. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And each time, you basically will allow the knee to come forward. Boom, 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 boom. So we're going on every beat. And guess what? Every single song has the tempo. So you basically can use this movement with any song. That's why I love it so much. All right, now skill number 2, we're going to be adding arms, and that skill is coordination. You need to be able to coordinate or move different body parts at the same time for the movement to look good, but it has to be built gradually. So we first had to make sure that Susan is able to do this motion comfortably without adding anything else, and we had to make sure she can match it to the beat. Only after she was okay doing it, we added other body parts. Otherwise, it will be a huge mess. And we started to build Susan's coordination from week 1 so that by week 8, she doesn't feel disjointed anymore. She feels just natural. And then we start with, sexy, smooth movements like this? Heck no. We started probably with something like this, which does not look good. But guess what? Even this action, or those actions, because I'm doing 3 things at the same time now, that requires coordination. So first, you have to be able to do something simple, try adding simple arm movements, something that doesn't require much thought before you do more challenging ones. And we had to wait until Susan is ready to kind of bring attention onto herself on the dance floor with those bigger, smoother arm movements, because when we move the arms like that, all kinds of ways, up and down, we are taking up much space. And because of that, we bring more attention onto ourselves. So we couldn't have started with those bigger, more noticeable arm moves right away. We had to kind of build up to it. As her confidence grew, we were able to do more and more with the arms. Once the skills were there, we added a cherry on top, which I call effort. And I break it down into energy and enjoyment. Let's look at energy first. So we had to learn how to match the movements to energy of the song. Because when you see people dancing at a party, those who dance like they are in sync with the music, who look like they are feeling the music, enjoying themselves, those people look best, right? And it has a lot to do with responding to what's going on in a song. You want to dance differently when the song is just getting started, when there's intro or during verse. Your dancing should be more mellow, then there's a build-up, and you will be the most energetic during the chorus. Take another client of mine who's learning inside my online program, Nicole. It is so fun to watch her because you can feel the energy of her moves. She isn't dancing looking half asleep, yet when we just started out, when the skills weren't there, it will be very hard for her to add the effort to her movements. And let's look at the last piece, enjoyment. And sometimes it will happen organically, so you might be dancing to a song that you love, and that enjoyment is just going to show. But sometimes you might be dancing to a song that you've maybe never heard before, and then you cannot dance like you're half asleep with low energy, because it won't look good. My clients borrowed my trick that I used as a professional dancer. Actually, all professional dancers do it. I didn't come up with it. We put on a little bit of a show. We add a bit of a performance to the movements that we're doing. We fake it, basically. We fake enjoying the song, because when you're a professional dancer, you have to practice the same movements to the same song hundreds of times, okay? So we might enjoy that song in the beginning, but after hundreds of reps, you basically start to hate it. Yet when we perform, we cannot show that because nobody would be into watching us. So we have to kind of put on that front that this is the favorite song, our favorite song in the whole world, and that faking it basically makes us look so much better on the dance floor, on stage, when we perform. So when it comes to party dancing, I use the same trick, just kind of a bit toned down. Like, you don't want to be going all out like you see professional dancers on stage, but it works. Because this, Susan after, is much more fun to watch than Susan before, right? Or take another example. Michael, he's feeling the moves, he's enjoying himself, he's feeling the music. He's so much more fun to watch than Michael, the before the skills version. This is what he looked like before we built the skills and before we added a cherry on top, effort. And a warning. Adding effort, which again is energy and enjoyment, will only work when you have the skills, because adding effort means bringing more attention to you. So if you're on the dance floor and you're doing all kinds of things, you know, with the energy, with adding facial expressions, looking like you're enjoying the song, but the skills are not there, you might not look so great. It basically won't help you. If you're ready for a transformation on your own, if you're the type of person who always avoided dancing in front of others and you are sick of feeling left out at every event, you want to be on the dance floor, book a free consultation with me. You can join hundreds of clients currently in my online program, like Susan, like Michael, and we'll get you to the point where you love the way you look dancing and you have no problem doing it in front of others. Link to the consultation will be below this video at the top of the description and in the top comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video very soon.